Crawley Town's 7-game unbeaten run was brought to an end at Broadhall Way by Stevenage Borough. The Hertfordshire club have kept themselves in touch with the playoff contenders and will need to at least remain unbeaten in the final 2 games to ensure 5th place. Graham Wesley's side have been unbelievable since the 11th of March, having taken 15 points from a possible 21 in recent weeks. John Hollins, though, will be satisfied that his team battled to the end, only finally sunk in the last 10 minutes. The opening goal came inside the first 2, a streaking run by Early Burkes, the header on by Darren Stamp to Jefferson Louis, who made no mistake with a class finish. Stevenage 1, Crawley Town 0. The powerful figure of Louis nearly doubled his and Stevenage's tally just a few minutes later, bustling through his volley just over the top of the bar. Crawley were right back in this game though on 19 minutes. The name probably sounds familiar, Danny Okoku with the equaliser. A long ball forward, Stevenage's defence split in 2 and Okoku there to tuck it in past the goalkeeper. 1-1. On 25 minutes, Borough were guilty of squandering a really decent opportunity in front of goal. After a poor clearance by the Crawley defence, Boyd with the ball into the box, header on by Stamp, Marmria with the worst contact you'll probably ever see. Minutes before half-time, Phil Smith had to be on his toes in the Crawley Town goal. A sharp turn and shot by Jefferson Louis nearly bringing Stevenage a second. At the interval though, 1-1. Crawley Town knew they'd have to roll up their sleeves to get something out of this game, and in the second half they did precisely that. Just before the hour mark, scrambling for every ball, Lee Blackburn with the final touch here. A good save by Alan Julian. On 64 minutes, Stevenage surely thought that they'd scored. Darren Stamp with a header inside the penalty area, and somehow the ball, either with backspin or hitting a divot, carried away wide of the post. Again, the home side piled on the pressure, and on 72 minutes, a half-decent opening. It almost looked a little bit casual by Jefferson Louis into the path of Darren Stamp. Again, so dangerous with his head. Phil Smith claiming it well in the Crawley Town goal. Clearly tiring as we headed towards the last 10 minutes, Crawley Town were using every weapon in their arsenal to delay this game. Steve Burton, though, booked for time wasting. On the far side, it was still a throw-in to Stevenage Borough, and it was to lead to their second goal. A long throw, the flick on by Luke Oliver, and at the far post, who else but Jefferson Louis to get his and Stevenage's second. Delight all round, Stevenage 2, Crawley 1. Temper started to boil over just a couple of minutes later as Miller and Kemba both clashed. It was all a bit silly on the halfway line, the referee giving both players a yellow card. Stevenage were pressing for a third as the rain came down from a Boyd corner, Stamp with the header. It was somehow scrambled off the line by Crawley Town. It really was a grandstand finish in this game though, as Crawley threw everything at this, including their keeper Smith. He came forward for one of the final corners, Julian making a spectacular save. Somehow the Stevenage defence scrambled it away. They held out for the 2-1 victory. The final score at Broadhall Way, Stevenage Borough 2, Crawley Town 1, a thoroughly entertaining game in the conference.